What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome you to the next entry in this epic trilogy of games. Yes, you guys can read. You saw the title. We're going to be playing through Metroid Prime 2. Now, I have been practicing this game for the past couple of days. As you can see, I'm about 20% in on it. And I figured, you know what? This game is actually really confusing, and it's probably better if I just practice the game and record it in sections. So I figured, you know what the hell, let's just get started already on this. I've been putting this off for such a long time, so I'm recording this game with the Wii motion controls. Yes, I'm holding a Wii remote right now, and if my aim looks super awkward, it's because I still haven't figured out the most comfortable method to record this game yet. Like, it's a work in progress, but yeah, we're gonna hit start single player, and y'all already know what this is, man. It's Metroid Prime 2, so I don't really think I need to say any more at this point. Without further ado, let's get into it. And we're gonna do veteran difficulty. I could play this game with a GameCube controller, I just don't have one, unfortunately. Mission file 02546. 8 days ago, contact with Galactic Federation Trooper Squad Bravo was lost. Contract agreement. Locate Federation troopers and render assistance. Data confirmation. Last transmission received from a rogue planet located in the Dasha region called Aether. Uploading last known coordinates now. Oh man, dude, this game is so freaking just dark and eerie, man. But I love it. Yeah, this is an older game, by the way, so the graphics aren't going to be as amazing as Metroid Prime Remastered, but I still think for the time, this game had just amazing graphics. Look at this freaking planet, dude. Alright, this is definitely a step up from Talon 4. Man, look at our ship, dude. Alright, I'm praying right now that these motion controls don't make me want to, like, immediately quit the game. There she is! Alright, let's do this. See how bad this is. Okay, not that bad right now. That's good. Actually, it's really awful. Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna need to distance myself from it a little bit. Alright, give me a second, you guys. I'm just gonna be so, like, fucking tired and worn out every time I record this game, dude. Alright, frame rate looks fine. Alright. First thing we're gonna do is scan.
Recording to logbook.
Starship, Hunter class, gunship, vessel registered to Samus Aran. Your ship has been damaged. Auto repair function initiated. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. You can also look at your log book and read more in depth about it as well. I'm not going to mess around with that too much right now. But yeah, this is going to be a 100% scan and 100% item run in the game, so I am going to be getting all of the missile expansions, all of the energy cells and stuff. Statue's motivator unit is functional, but requires power to operate. The power beam can't energize the statue. Seek an alternate energy source. Yeah. So just like the first game, every time you scan something that's like actually important, the game will basically say recording to logbook, and there'll be like a whole percentage thing that you'll see and everything. Oh my god, I am so uncomfortable right now. I had to literally disassemble my my Wii remote in order to like get the minus button to freaking work. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to sit here like this for. What do we got here? Bioscan complete. Durable plant form adapted to low light environment. The presence of a plant container suggests that it was placed here for decoration, possibly by local sentients. I think we already scanned this before, but we can't interfere with this right now, unfortunately, or interact with it, rather. So we're just gonna go this way. This game gets off to a much, like, darker start than the first game, in my opinion. I am also recording this in 4K 60 FPS, by the way, so if the quality looks bad, it's just because the game is, like, old, you know? Alright. This is a Heavy Galactic Federation crate. Storage units are durable, only heavy weapons and explosives can damage them. Or we could use a charge shot. There's a lot of stuff for us to scan here. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match. Splinter. Source of termination. Inhalation of industrial grade pesticide. Toxic elements still present in local atmosphere. Maintain suit lockdown for effective life support. Damn. Yeah, the whole, like, vibe of this game is just so much darker and scarier than the first game, and I love it, man. Object scan complete. Object is composed of nutrient-grade biomatter, protected by thick exo-barrier and tensile webbing. Possible source of nourishment for local bioforms. How about this? Yeah, I am practicing this game to try and find every single scan and pickup and play through it as efficiently as possible. How'd this guy die? Oh, the same as the other guy. So we gotta scan this thing here. Which is gonna release these safety locks. Actually, can we scan these? Hold on a minute. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta be very, very thorough with your scans. This is basically just a gate here. What is this? What does this say, by the way? This gate is used with armored security locks, which must be neutralized. Okay. Nothing interesting. Yeah, you don't need to scan, like, absolutely everything in the game, but you guys are gonna pretty much see me scan everything. Because I can't help it. I'm a scan whore. What about this guy? Bioform scan. Indicates creature was hit by an unusual amount of weapon fire, more than necessary to kill it. Marines are not prone to such overkill. What does this say? Same thing. So we got this wall here. You may be like, how are you supposed to, like, actually progress past this? Well, there is a terminal right here. I've pretty much got, like, the first area of this game, like, locked in. You know, I'm pretty familiar with it at this point. Oh, we got a lot of computers in here. Yeah, when I was rewatching my Prime 1 videos, I noticed that I did an excessive amount of reading in this game, and I don't know, I'm still trying to find that perfect balance of not overdoing it with the all of the lore and like the scanning and the reading. I mean, I'm gonna scan everything because in all of these games you get different endings, like 2 different endings in the game, and if you want to get like the I think the second ending, you have to get 100% scans, so... So we just downloaded the map. Look at this. I could have rested my arm there, but I didn't. What am I doing? Alright, I'm pretty sure we got everything in here. Can't scan these pods, but we can shoot them. What is this right here? Looks like Galactic Federation troopers. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna want to scan these guys.
Recording to logbook.
Worker Splinter. Low threat target. Generates webbing for use in its duties. Let's read this. The Worker Splinter is bred for service, not combat. It spends its time collecting foodstuffs and raw material for the hive. A layer of mucus helps to protect the creature from the toxins and chemicals it often works with. They can generate a sturdy, pliable webbing useful in travel throughout the hive. Yeah, see, there's just so much detail, man. You can also like zoom in on it and stuff. And we got a scan percentage. It's at 1% now. Scans indicate this trooper died of cardiac arrest. Chemical levels in body suggest a state of extreme fear at the time of death, man. Yeah, I bet. Maybe we should kill these things. Yeah, I could have enabled the lock-on feature, but I'm just doing the free aim right now just to see how it plays out. If I can actually handle it. Source of fatal wounds, Galactic Federation assault weapon. Trooper was in all likelihood killed by friendly fire. Whether it was an accident or not remains to be seen. Yeah, just like the deserted outpost in the beginning of Prime 1, this game, you know, you pretty much just crash land on this planet and everyone's already fucking dead. It's a really, really dark game, surprisingly. I feel like if I played this game back in the day, like if I had a GameCube, what the hell, bro? How are you doing that right now? If I had a GameCube, this game would have, like, really freaked me out.
Recording to logbook.
Marine Corps personal log entry. Let's see what he says. There's something wrong with the lock systems in this section. They failed twice, locking us out until someone came along to let us in. If it happens again while we're playing bait for those things, well, at least we'll go out fighting instead of hiding in the control area. Yeah, I do not envy these guys.
Recording to logbook.
What does this one have? What does this one say? I don't like this plan. This hive is a small portion of a larger network. There may be dozens of hive systems like this across the planet, and they may all be linked. Destroying this one may buy us time, but it may also provoke the other hives into attacking. Yeah, I didn't, you know, just like Prime 1, I didn't do too much of the reading these scans, you know, or haven't done too much yet in my practice run. I've just kind of been trying to, like, get through the game as quickly as possible. But now that I'm actually, you know, covering this, I'm gonna take my time, man, with this. What does this say? Security breach, multiple areas, all units to full alert. Command and control center compromised. Repel invading hostiles at once. All units cleared to engage. Yeah, how did that go for you guys? By the looks of things, not very well. Scans indicate target was recently terminated. 242 wounds from trooper high energy weapons detected. How do you even detect something like that with her scan visor, man? Like, what? So we're gonna go into ball form here. Whoa, okay, I don't remember that. Damn, these guys. These poor guys. What does this say? Terminated bioform scan complete. Blunt trauma to critical areas. Yeah, there's just like, for a game, I don't know when did this game come out? I think it came out in 2005. And there's still just so much detail, man. Metroid is like one of the most immersive games you can play, in my opinion.
Recording to logbook.
Alright, bomb slot. Y'all know what we're doing here. Dark Trooper. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs in this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass with parasitic tendencies. Though the trooper's armor has been compromised, the bulk of it remains intact. Weapon systems remain online as well. Full parasitic fusion has yet to be obtained, resulting in low agility and response time. Get your reading game back up, man. Come on. So these guys, all they really take is a single charge shot, and they're pretty much like dead. Oh no! Oh god. Okay, pay attention. There's something about this game, man, where it's like, I think you can also scan this too. No, it doesn't count. It's like always, like you're always being pulled to the left with the motion controlled aiming. It's so freaking awkward. Uh-oh. Alright, we got anything in here? Nah. Okay, what are we doing, man? You don't need to be scanning the door, bro. Like a dingus. I've been watching way too much Stranger Things. I'm like so hyped for the Stranger Things finale. And by the time this video goes up, it'll probably have already aired and everything, and everyone will have seen the end of the series, you know? Bioscan complete. Cause of death, cardiac arrest due to electrocution. Subject was ensnared in a network of live wires leading from an active power core. Jeez Louise, that sucks. What about this guy? Doing everything but advancing the story right now. Evidence suggests target was caught in a power cell explosion. Cellular Cellular breakdown from radiation exposure present in 72% of target's biomass. Scan complete. Unknown dimensional anomaly. Anomaly seems to be a dimensional rift. Target destination unknown. Shows a battlesuit version alert. Gear stolen. Space jump thrusters offline. Oh no, man. Well, this sucks. We're basically lost all of our stuff. Like the freaking first game! Alright. At least we got the morph ball. I can't complain about that. Uh-oh. Yeah, those guys are really easy. There's a soldier right here that we could scan. Really, I'm trying to get back here because we got our first save station here. Which is good for us, because I won't have to redo that last 20 minutes. Man, she's so freaking badass, bro. What is her deal? Why does Samus have to be so freaking awesome, dude? I wonder what all this, like, stuff on the ceiling is. Why it's, like, shining and stuff. It's very interesting. Alright, we got our first elevator here. So, you guys know the deal. Man, I can't believe I'm freaking playing this, dude. Do I need to scan this? I don't think so. Look at this whole mechanism here. Alright, we can't get that open. Is there anything to scan here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, I need to get a freaking move on. Pretty much anything that is, like, blue is something that you haven't scanned yet in this game. But I'm going to reiterate again, you don't need to scan everything. I do it because I'm crazy. And I like to read about this stuff, you know? I mean, I didn't read everything when I played through, the first Prime game. We got a creature up here. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. This is scannable. This bridge is durable. It's another Galactic Federation bridge. So what we need to do here is scan this. I think we can also... No, we already got that. And it's going to activate this winch. And it, like, focuses on that door for some reason, even though we're not going to be able to, like, go through that door yet. Oh, shit. Alright, come on. Destroyed Splinter Cocoon. Dude, I could have actually got something there. Bitch. Alright, I gotta remember to use more charge shots in this game, because they actually do work really well. They're very effective. Surprisingly.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology: green Kralee. Simple-minded creature, patrols turf in search of nourishment. Low threat index, avoid physical contact. The cousin to the dimensional shifting Kralee, the green Kralee spends its days roaming in search of food. A genetic defect prevents its back crystal from harnessing energy and opening warp portals. It is doubtful the green Kralee misses this ability. Yeah, if you kill any of these things, man, you're just an asshole. Like, end of story. There's, like, no reason for you to kill them. They're, like, the most harmless freaking enemies in the game. Oh, this is that door at the bottom. I don't need to be scanning that right now. Alright. Bridge lock disengaged. Let's do a double check. Looks like we got everything. Well, this guy here...
Recording to logbook.
Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Let's see. I think Haley's losing it. He talks to himself all the time, and he won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about taking him off the line, and he told me we need all the help we can get. That's true, but if he goes berserk and kills a bunch of us, that won't be very helpful. There's so much, like, storytelling happening, you know? In just all of, like, the visuals and everything. Yeah, we can't really scan that yet. This we can scan, but it doesn't really matter. It looks like we already got that. And we reached the temple grounds. This music is so freaking epic, dude. Splinter Cocoon. Yeah, so you have to scan these before they get destroyed, or it's not gonna count. We can't even get up here yet, I don't think. Yeah, we can. I don't know what I'm saying. Hey, stay back! Where did you go? What are you doing down there? Oh. There's another one of those doors here, so we're gonna avoid it. We are gonna scan this, though. Industrial winch engaged. This game definitely starts off pretty tame with the exploration, but trust me when I say it is going to get a lot more confusing as you progress through the game. So this right here is a missile door, by the way, that we can't get through right now. And this thing didn't come all the way down, so we're gonna shoot this. Can you scan the butterflies? I don't think so. I think we're good here for now. I mean, we're gonna be coming back through this room a lot. We got a missile expansion up here that we can't reach yet. Sad face. Alright, this is important.
Recording to logbook.
MKW2 defense gate is composed of denzium. I think denzium is morph ball bomb. Basically morph ball bombs. Structural analysis complete. Block contains denzium. Same here as well. So we're just gonna walk by that for now. We are gonna scan this though. You are cleared to proceed. Some gates will remain locked down to prevent further incursions by hostile forces. Uh-oh. Alright. Please get out of here, man. You are in my way. And I don't appreciate that. What's the deal with this room again? I don't remember. Oh, we got another soldier here. We'll be making our stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online, and atmospheric interference is scrambling our distress beacon. If anyone reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. Damn. We could try interacting with this, but actually, let's scan this first. Object scan complete. Target identified. Galactic Federation communication array. Target is part of a deep space communication system. Local interference is jamming its signal. Until conditions clear, it is effectively useless. Man! We must be able to call for help! Not like we need it. Us being the most badass bounty hunter. Look at that atmosphere, dude, in the background. You guys are so freaking easy, bro. So far, so good. We don't really need to scan that. Uh-oh, I am gonna need to scan you, though. Got our Growler class turret here. Such a ridiculous name. Alright, we're gonna have to get inside here. So there's a little morph ball path here. This one here is actually pretty funny. This is ridiculous. I can outshoot half the men here, and I'm stuck on monitor duty. I didn't join up to stare at a hollow screen. This wouldn't be happening to Samus Aran. She'd be out there taking care of business, not pushing buttons and sending reports. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. glad that, you know, even though this game is the same deal as the first game where you lose all your power-ups at the beginning, they still give you, like, some items to, like, play with. Like the morph ball, you know? Or why can't I scan you? Alright, whatever. We got a ton of stuff to scan here. Starship, GFS tier, Anhurt class patrol ship. The Anhurt class is a state-of-the-art warship designated or designed to police and defend planetary systems. The ship, the GFS tier, has been heavily damaged. It appears that the crew have dismantled parts of the tier as well, possibly for use as makeshift defense systems. You can also scan the soldiers to get lore.
Recording to logbook.
Captain A, Exeter. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. What does that say? Reeves is right. That hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. Yeah, there's a ton of lore here, so I may pass up on some of this and not read it.
Recording to logbook.
But I will scroll through it. For all of you lore junkies that want to read this stuff still, you can pause the video. That one looked pretty brutal, actually.
Recording to logbook.
Broda lost the bet, so he switched watch duty with me. I figure this section is nice and safe and boring, which suits me just fine. Let those other pugs guard the hot zone. Hold on. Hey, hold, no, help! Transmission ends. Damn. We never got to, you know, find out what he was.
Recording to logbook.
Never mind. Alright, what does this one say? The Sarge says those splinters remind him of some killer bug he saw on another planet once. All I know is the things are fast and take a lot to drop. Pretty soon we'll have to go to bayonets. Everyone's low on ammo, even Brode, and he's the stingiest grunt I know. Yeah, there's just so much to, like, look at, man. It's crazy. So, before we move on, we're gonna destroy this. Because... got a missile launcher here. And just like that, we got missiles, our missiles back. Uh-oh. And a new enemy. Dark Splinter. Yeah, this is gonna be quite a theme, like current theme without this game. Like, a theme throughout this game, the fact that each enemy has a light and like a dark version, so just be ready for that. Oh god. Okay, they got me in a corner right now, and it would be really embarrassing to die to one of these guys. I can also scan this too, but, you know, there's really no need. What about these guys? Oh my god, that guy got launched. That was not good. No bueno. Alright, so we're gonna go into the ship now. Doors to open position. Access to map station granted. Yeah, this is where I, like, first got lost when I was playing the game. When I started the game a couple days ago. Was during this part, even though it's so freaking simple. Got a pretty huge map here. We can scan all these too if you want. You know, as a way of honoring the fallen homies, you know? Who risk their lives to go on this mission that they probably thought was, like, super boring in the beginning until, you know, they were dead. Just imagine, dude, like, you're on, like, this planet, isolated in the, you know, like, an empty-ass, like, galaxy, and you think you're just, like, on a regular-ass, like, normal, like, mission, and all of a sudden, you know, you're, like, fucked. And, like, stranded. Alright, so what we need to do here is come this way. There's a few things we can scan here. I don't think we need to scan this. Damaged piece of art. Okay. It is important to scan this, though.
Recording to logbook.
It's a kinetic orb cannon. Oops. What are you doing? So, we're gonna go into Morph Ball mode. And, yeah. Now we're gonna come this way. There's a guy up here that we can scan. I should probably scan him before I forget.
Recording to logbook.
I thought we were gonna be, like, taken to this guy. What does this say? Last night at Chow, Angseth starts talking about some bounty hunter and how she blew up a planet full of space pirates. I told her I didn't believe in fairy tales like that, and she took it personal. I just find it hard to believe that one person took out an entire space base. That's all. But if she wants to believe in the Samus or Bigfoot or Santa Claus, she can. Damn. Now I gotta jump back up this way again. God damn it. This sucks. I'm just kidding, it doesn't suck. Well, you can also scan them from up here, too. Alright, now we're gonna go where we're supposed to go. I believe this also takes you over to the soldier's body as well. What does this say?
Recording to logbook.
Oh, we got all the trooper logs. Damn, dude. Just by skimming through that, it looks like this guy died alone. Uh-oh. Okay. Got new enemies here. War Wasp. I mean, they're not new, actually. Again, I'm gonna be saying it a bunch, but if you saw my, my playthrough for Metroid Prime 1, there are a lot of enemies that do return from that game. This is just kind of like, you know, a pot that holds, like, energy and missiles and supplies and stuff. So what we need to do here is, scan this terminal up here. I almost forgot. Alright. That seems like it would just be so much fun to do, man.
Recording to logbook.
Scan the nest here. Stop it! Come on. Yeah, the free aiming definitely takes time to get used to, and it can be very irritating at first. I'm just taking out these nests here because I don't want to frickin' deal with them. I thought I said I didn't want to deal with you. What the hell? Where did you guys come from? Unbelievable, man. Dude. Oh, they're coming from up there. Alright. So we scan this right here. It'll say that this wall here is kind of weak. So we're going to shoot it with one missile. I'm already almost out of missile ammo. That's crazy. That's where you were freaking coming from. I can't even reach that. Alright, I'm gonna ignore it for now. Yeah, it may not seem like it right now, but yeah, this game does have a way more confusing world than the first game. I'm just not as like familiar with it. Bioscan complete. Target has been dead for 8 cycles. Trace amounts of unknown chemical present in target. It has an effect similar to mummification on dead biomatter. Further analysis required to determine chemicals' effect on living biomatter. Dude, get out of here, man! Leave me alone!